Hi there, today I'm deciding which one is my favorite quadcopter. The competition is between Hubsan H107C and top-selling X6. Both of those quadcopters fly very well. I've mentioned this in my previous videos several times, but I'll still mention this, that I used to fly Hubsan at 100% rates. If you don't know, you can precisely adjust rates on a Hubsan quadcopter exactly as you want them. So I had them cranked up to 100%, and it was very touchy and it was very twitchy, and I used to crush it quite a bit. So that's why I used to really like this quadcopter, which is a clone of Hubsan, which goes by the name of top-selling X6 FY310B, and what else? Eachine H108C. So it has three names. This is the most direct clone of Hubsan. I have both videos on both of this separately if you want to check them out, where I explained both of them in more detail. Anyway, so both of these quadcopters. So what happened is that when I turned the rates on this quadcopter down to 80%, it started flying really nicely, and I started liking it a lot, actually, more than this. So I want to fly both of them with the same propellers, with the same batteries, to decide once and for all which one do I like more, which one handles better, and hopefully maybe give you some information on which one to buy if you're interested in buying one of this. Additionally, the winner of this competition will get the honor of trying this propeller out. This is a propeller from Parrot Rolling Spider, I think it's called. It's like a tactoy quadcopter that you fly with your phone. It's not a fun thing to fly, but the good thing about it is that it has this huge propellers. So the winner of this will get this propellers to try out. So let's go ahead and compare how they fly. I'll start with top-selling, and I'm gonna fly it for about 3.5 minutes. I'm in expert mode. This quadcopter handles very well. It's also very fast. Reception on this is as good as on Hubsan, so they are equal there. Let's do some, actually let's come in and I'll show you flips for a bit. Okay, let's do a flip. Very tight flips. And it can also do multi-flips. Flips on top-selling are much better than on Hubsan. While we are here, let's do a flyaway. Oops, that was a botched one. Let me try again. There we go. That's full speed. Let me do a fast flyby. That's full speed. It's a tiny bit windy today, but the sky is blue, which makes this black colored quadcopter very easy to see against it. That was a nice run. Again, a full speed run. So this quadcopter handles very well. It's very nice flying quad. I wonder how Hubsan will compare to this quadcopter. it's a bit you have to be careful with this because it's fast, and this quadcopter does not like to stay in place. It wants to fly constantly, so you have to be on alert. It turns very well. Let's do a vertical climb. The propellers and motors are the same, so it should be pretty much the same. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's alright. I think battery may be running a bit low on this. Alright folks, that was the end of the battery. Battery doesn't last with this propellers for too long. They really drain the battery. I put 3.5 minutes on my timer and it flew under that, so you have about 3 minutes with this propellers. The last vertical climb doesn't count because the battery was drained, but since the propellers and the motors are the same, they should have a pretty similar climb. So anyway, let's try Hubsan now. Okay, 3 minutes with Hubsan. Let's go. I'm in low rate. Let me switch to high rates. There we go. Wow, I can tell you right away folks, the Hubsan flies better. It really does. That's full speed. It's so much more controllable. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, the moment I pushed this a little bit, I knew immediately. Yeah, this Hubsan is a better quadcopter. It really is. Handles much better. Let me do a flyaway. The yaw on this is a bit fast, a bit too fast for my taste, but still good. I hope you can see this quadcopter against the sky, because it's white, so harder to see. But man, this quadcopter is nice to fly. Wow, what a difference between 80% and 100%. At 100% I hated this quadcopter, but at 80% this is just a dream to fly. I think what are some of the best micro quadcopters, some of the best and most popular micro quads, which are Hubsan, JJRC, H106C, JJRC 1000A, SEMA X11, top selling X6, and Hubsan flies just better than all of them, much better. This quadcopter is made for this fast, straight line flying. And while top selling does not like staying in one place, Hubsan is actually very controllable at low speeds as well. Very controllable quadcopter. Hubsan, I think, costs about €60, so it's more expensive than all the other quadcopters still, and it's the original quadcopter, so you would think that the new ones would be improved and would fly better, but no, this one still is the best flyer. This weighs 36 grams. It's exactly the same weight as a top selling. The propellers are the same, motors are the same, but the way this handles the I don't know what is it, the flight logic or whatever you may call it, it's much better on Hubsan. Okay folks, shall we do a low battery climb? like we did on top selling. Let's give it a shot. That was about the same, but this one just shoots up into the sky so straight. It's very nice. Time for a conclusion, and if you watch the whole video, I think you already know which one I prefer, and that is Hubsan. Hubsan is just a much better flyer than a top selling, which itself is already a very good flyer. So Hubsan just handles so well, and when you direct it, it just holds the direction very well. It just goes like a torpedo, and it's very fast, very controllable. The reception is great. Well, the reception is great on both of them, but this one handles much better. So it's Hubsan that will get the honor of trying this Parrot Rolling Spider propellers. These are actually quite expensive propellers. They cost 6 or 7 euro. For this price you can get 5 maybe sets of original Hubsan propellers. So I hope this will be worth it, and it will fly and handle better with this. So we will see how it does with this. I'll do a video on this. As for top selling, well, it's still a great quad. I like this quadcopter. I'm gonna be flying that as well. I'll be deciding now between this one and JJRC 1000A that I have. So let's see after I fly which I prefer between those two. But Hubsan is the number one. I think. Well, I flew many micro quadcopters, and I think from all the brand names, the Hubsan quadcopter is still the best handling one and the fastest one. Maybe there are some custom-made micro quadcopters that fly better or faster, but when it comes to brand names, the retail quadcopters, if you want the best handling, the fastest quadcopter, get a Hubsan. Thanks for watching, and I'll make some more videos, so stay tuned, and I will see you next time.